Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 255. The last news episode of 2024. And two of the biggest GPU manufacturers in the world is betting on xAI. And the unions in Sweden got the biggest test lab they could have asked for. And 2024 is coming to an end, and Tesla is still going strong, while the auto industry in general is looking a bit shaky. And we have more people saying that Tesla needs LiDAR in China, but I will explain why they don't understand Tesla's AI vision at all. And Tesla's North American charging standard is spreading outside North America. And Stellantis is embarrassing themselves with a new EV. And it is official that Tesla's Megapack factory in Shanghai is about to be turned on. All of this and much more in today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
The race in the AI industry is heating up, but two of the biggest GPU manufacturers in the world is betting on xAI.
Elon Musk's AI has officially announced the closure of their Series C founding round of $6 billion. As xAI wrote, xAI's most powerful model yet, Grok 3, is currently training. Found from this financing round will be used to further accelerate our advanced infrastructure and ship groundbreaking products that will be used by billions of people and accelerate the research and development of the future technologies, enable the company's mission to understand the true nature of the universe. And some of these strategic investors were NVIDIA and AMD, that continues to support xAI in its rapid scaling of their infrastructure. So two of the biggest GPU producers in the world have invested in xAI because they know what kind of beast xAI is becoming and understand what xAI has done with their huge coherent GPU cluster and the pace of which they can put them up. Which also means they can become the biggest customers for AMD and NVIDIA, as they go through the GPUs the fastest. So of course they want xAI to succeed, as this will make their business grow even faster, as they partner up with the fastest growing AI player in the industry. And this comes as OpenAI releases their ChatGPT o3 that has beaten humans on the ARC benchmark, starting the whole discussion about if this is AGI. It doesn't sound like the expert thinks this is actually AGI, but no matter what, we are getting really close, and soon xAI will have Grok 3 out that should be even better than Chat o3. So Elon Musk's prediction that we will get to true AGI by 2026 suddenly doesn't seem so crazy anymore. How fast things can change when the progress is going this fast. If you want to make a deeper dive into this, I made a whole video about it. Check that one out, link down below.
Tesla has been fighting unions in Sweden all year long, but people in Sweden don't care about the union mafia that is trying to blackmail Tesla to enter their unions. But your unions are losing and Tesla is winning the people and awards.
Leading Swedish motorist magazine Teknikens Värld has announced that the Tesla Model 3 is the winner of its 2024 Car of the Year award. As they wrote, with close to a record 79 points out of 100 in the rating compilation, the Tesla Model 3 is 2024's highest rated test car. And while it is the answer to the question, which new car to buy, it raises the question, how can the other car manufacturers still not have caught up with Tesla? Yep, the competition never came, before Tesla came back with something even better. And the most fun part is, the union has been making strikes against Tesla for over a year now in Sweden, and then Tesla's new Model 3 became the car of the year. Talk about a test lab. And Tesla is still the best-selling EV brand and has the best-selling EV model in the country as well. The unions are not winning. And also funny to see when the Tesla haters are not included in the talk, Tesla cars get the best rating of any car. But when the Tesla fanboys are praising the new refreshed Model 3, we are just deluded fanboys. It has become pretty clear who the deluded ones are. But like I said many times before, the refreshed Model 3 is just insane value for money. Nothing really comes close. And while the unions are trying to make life hard for Tesla, they are also hurting everyone else, as Max from Tesla also wrote on X. Good summary to Nicholas' post about IF Metal making sure Tesla's supercharging stations will not get connected to the grid. Now 88 stalls waiting on power and counting. 100 stalls by the end of the year. It's already looking like Sweden will have the most waiting, with EV drivers suffering in Europe over the holidays. Could have been avoided if this critical infrastructure was not blocked from getting energized. Yes, everyone is screaming that we need the infrastructure for EVs. Tesla is the only automaker doing something about it in scale, and the Swedish Union is doing all they can to block this free emission travel for all EV owners in Sweden. IF Metal is nothing but a mafia trying to stay in power. But I don't think they knew who they were going up against when they thought they would try to force Tesla to do anything. Tesla is still the best performing BEV company in the country, with one arm tied behind the back. IF Metal will lose more than just the fight against Tesla.
2024 was yet another year that the Tesla haters said Tesla was doomed. But here we are, and Tesla is the one looking the strongest, and the legacy automakers are the one looking more and more desperate.
If we look at Tesla's sales in 2024, Roland has a nice chart here, where he is still missing some numbers from a few countries, so this is just a good estimate from Roland. And as you can see, the people that are screaming Tesla is down in 2024, well, yes, but if we look at this chart, it is even hard to see the difference. And Tesla might still beat last year's numbers when we get the final numbers for Q3. But we need at least 515,000 units to do so. And if that is the case, that would also be the biggest quarter in Tesla's history by far. Even if we don't beat last year's numbers, I think we will definitely have a new quarterly record on our hands. And if we look at this chart instead, we can see that North America is a little down, China is a little up, Europe is a little down, and the rest is basically flat. So Tesla said that we would be in between two growth waves this year, and that is exactly what has happened. But many have been screaming doom and gloom for Tesla in 2024, but Tesla is actually doing quite alright, especially if we compare them to the Germans in China. I have been reporting all year about the decline in China for the Germans, and even Porsche is now at risk of firing 8,000 jobs, as their sales in general are down 30%, but their Taycan sales in China were down 50%. So their flagship electric car sales has been cut in half in 2024. Now that is actually some troubling sales numbers. And the same goes from all the Germans, that is down in China. And they are all talking about firing people, closing plants, as I have reported on all through 2024. And Volkswagen in Germany has agreed with the unions to cut more than 35,000 jobs by 2030, and the car production capacity reduced by 700,000 units. So a whole Volvo. This is an increase to the original leaked number. So even though this sounds very, very bad, the problem is it will probably not be enough. So more cost-cutting measures are probably incoming over the next 5 years. So not only are the Germans hurting and are desperately trying to find ways to cut costs to stay alive, but the unions are not making it any easier for them. So while the Germans have fallen in sales in China this year, Tesla is actually up in sales in China in 2024. But the whole auto industry has been under tremendous pressure in 2024, as AJ also showed on this chart, that the auto industry's free cash flow has been trending down over the last 2 years. And for the first half of 2024, the industry's free cash flow was down 88%. So it's no wonder that the old guys are getting desperate.
And one thing we often hear is that Tesla's camera system will never work because it can't see well at night, or it does not have a LiDAR mapping. But people tend to forget how Tesla's system actually works.
As Li Auto's CEO also said that Tesla will need LiDAR in China, and here is his argument. China is different from the US. If you regularly drive at night in China, you will see large truck with broken taillights, and the large truck with broken taillights might even be parked right on the main road. Well, it seems like Li Auto's CEO think that what Tesla's vision-based system sees is what you see on the cameras or on the screen. But that is not how it works, because Tesla's vehicle uses multiple cameras to capture light in the forms of photons. It's not what you and I see on the screen. These cameras are sensitive to a broader spectrum of light than you and I, including infrared, which is not visible to humans. It can't see in pitch black, but this allows it for better night vision capabilities than a human, and why Tesla's vision is able to see better through fog and rain and snow as well. So the cameras can see things you can never see. And Tesla has developed techniques like pseudo LiDAR, where cameras data is used to simulate the depth perception of the LiDAR system, providing a 3D map of the environment. This technique involves estimating depth for every pixel, akin to how LiDAR uses laser but done through vision alone, which gives Tesla's system the ability to understand spatial relationship better than human vision in some context, so how things are positioned relative to each other in space. So Tesla already has a simulated LiDAR system in their cars, and is using photons to do this, not vision as you and I know it from the camera. And Li Auto's CEO doesn't really seem to get this, because if he can drive at night in China and see that truck with the broken taillight, Tesla's vision will also be able to do that as well, as it sees better than he does, especially at night, as it can see light spectrums that we can't. And on top of this, the system sees 360 degrees around the car at all time, never gets tired or distracted. And it can react to inputs much faster than humans can. So it is far superior to human vision. So for people to still think that AI vision will never be able to drive a car as well as a human is probably thinking a little too highly of themselves and their ability to drive a car in any condition and never get tired or distracted, and apparently also think they have infrared vision. Again, some people that think they know better than Tesla about Tesla's technologies. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show.
Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts.
As the year comes to an end, Tesla China has sold out of the Model Y sales for this year, probably getting ready for the new refreshed version coming in the beginning of next year. So even though Tesla is up in China in 2024, the price war that has been brewing for the last couple of years has taken down quite a few of the Chinese brand. And I know at least 2 of these remaining brands that have already been bailed out before, like NIO and Faraday Future, but this list will become smaller before the war is over. And Xiaomi continues to perform with the SU7, with over 130,000 deliveries for the year to date. The Xiaomi SU7 has met all its target for the year ahead of schedule. And remember, it was launched in March of this year. And that single model will beat the delivery numbers of all of GM's many EV models combined. So GM will be beaten by a phone maker that have just started making cars in 2024. Very embarrassing. And speaking of Mary, looking back at 2024 for Mary and GM, it has been yet another year of disappointments. In 2023, Mary Barra called it a breakout year for their EVs, but they were only able to produce and sell 75,000 units. Then in 2024, Mary Barra was out again calling 2024 the year of execution. And they will maybe sell around 100,000 BEVs. So for the last 2 years, Mary has said that GM would make a breakout year and execute, but we are still waiting for all those promises Mary Barra has told us. But it is only Elon that gets all the hate when Tesla is late on things, but when GM 2 years in a row has a huge disappointment year for their big EV claims, the mainstream media is completely silent. So can't wait to hear what Mary will call 2025. Maybe we will get some headlines that says Mary Barra called 2025 the year of miracles. And Tesla's NACS, North American Charging Standard, is spreading outside North America. The company Water plans to build South Korea's first fast charger supporting NACS. This year, 46 highway rest areas in Korea will have the new chargers. Now that is very exciting to see other countries actually introducing the best charging standard. Not like here in Europe where we are stuck with our big clumsy CCS charger. And if you're wondering why Stellantis is struggling with EV sales, as I also shared last week with their sales down to 1/3 in Germany, well, Stecker Auto shared this clip from a newspaper from Germany and translated it for us as he wrote, Peugeot E5008's charging rate is disappointingly below 60 kilowatt, with the range that does not impress. Charging rate isn't displayed, need to be calculated manually. This legacy model is a step back for EVs, showing how poor design can tarnish an EV progress. Why Stellantis? Why? Yes, this is embarrassing. In 2024, they come up with a huge EV that can only charge with 60 kilowatts. Why even bother? We all know that the range anxiety and all that, when people looking at an EV, it's all about range and charging speed. Are they just trying to go bankrupt as fast as possible? The 5008 is a very popular ICE car here in Europe, so making it this poor when they're trying to make it into an EV is a very big mistake. People are not going to look toward Peugeot for EVs. And videos of Tesla's full self-driving version 13 making impressive drives continue to float on X. And here is just one example of CJ, and as he wrote, here is a time-lapse video of Tesla's full self-driving supervised version 13.2.2 taking me from my home in Porter, Texas to the Costco in Humboldt, doing 3 rounds of actual smart summon in Costco parking lot for the holiday crowd, and then returning me home to Porter, 0 interventions. Yes, 2025 is going to be really exciting. And it is officially confirmed. Tesla's Shanghai Megapack factory will be complete by the end of the year to start production next year. In this video, one of the workers said it's almost done. Now the main focus is on commissioning and trial production. 100% equipment was installed. Nice. Construction took 7 months from groundbreaking to completion, 50% faster than Tesla's California Megapack factory construction. And as Lau wrote on X, proud of the team. Many people underestimate Tesla's unique strength, developing manufacturing capabilities optimized for the fast-evolving AI era. Once the entire automotive industry transitions to full autonomy driving, the real competition will center on how efficiently a vehicle can be produced. We will be ready. Yep. As Elon Musk says, Tesla will be head and shoulders above anyone else in manufacturing. That is their goal. Tesla has been thinking very far out in the future on this one, something the others haven't even thought about. In the end, it will come down to manufacturing. And that is really what sets Tesla's Cybercab apart from anything else on the market. And speaking of Megapacks, a massive $419 million Tesla Megapack battery energy storage system has been completed by Melbourne Renewable Energy Hub. These 444 Megapacks help form 3 giant battery components that will deliver 1.6 gigawatt hours of energy storage when they come online next year. That's enough energy to power 200,000 homes during peak period. Adding critical storage to Victoria's electric grid, this entire project will cost $1.6 billion. And that will be added to Tesla's books next year. And Tesla's Optimus X account wrote, "They grow up so fast. Marry Xmas from Optimus and his older brother Optimus." What we can see is probably the young brother's hands. That is probably the new hand with 22 degrees of freedom. Hope we are going to get a lot more videos of Optimus in 2025 showing the progress they have made with the Gen 3 of Optimus. And speaking of robot, Boston Dynamics announced layoffs ahead of holiday. But maybe if they would be working on humanoid robots that could actually do useful stuff, they wouldn't have to. But instead, they show off their new robot that they once again have taught to make a backflip. Still don't quite get when doing a backflip is going to be useful. And Honda's CEO just had a pretty awkward press moment related to the potential merger with Nissan. When asked why Nissan would make a good business partner for the mid-size automaker, Toshihiro struggled to find the right words before blurting out something that brought laughter to the room full of journalists. As he said, "That's a difficult one." Yep, this merger is out of desperation from both parties. This will probably not end well. And CATL unveiled a new vehicle chassis with an integrated battery strong enough to withstand fire and explosion from high-impact collisions. Yes, remember that the battery technology is as bad as it will ever be today. It will only come better and safer as time goes by. And Vietnam's digital transformation is being bolstered by SpaceX proposing $1.5 billion investment in Starlink, aiming to improve internet connectivity across Southeast Asia by 2025, particularly addressing the region's internet adoption disparities. Nice. And a cool feature in Norway I didn't know about, but thanks to this video from Tesla Bjørn, aka Bjørn Nyland, we can see that in some areas the street light only lights to 100% as traffic approaches. Norway's auto-dimming LED light dimmed to 20% when no cars are in the area, but when car drives by, it lights up to 100%, reducing electricity consumption. Now that is a great idea that should be implemented everywhere. And Tesla keeps bringing new features to their network. As Tesla Charging wrote on X, Supercharger's battery heating is now live on version 3 and version 4 post in cold climates. When plugging in, the supercharger can now preheat the battery for Model 3 and Model Y that are standard range rear-wheel drive. This gets you back on the road faster in extreme cold conditions. Whenever you can, always precondition before supercharging for the fastest charging. And let's end the last news show of the year off with this image from Visual Capitalist, showing automotive market cap. And Tesla's market cap nears half of global auto industry. The valuation surpasses the combined value of the next 29 automakers. Some will scream, "This is crazy." I would say this is just the beginning. When Tesla's cybercap ramp up to millions a year, many on this list will completely disappear and Tesla's will only grow. And Elon also replied to this image and wrote, "With a lot of work and good ideas, I think it could exceed the value of all transport companies, excluding SpaceX." Now that was a nice one to end on. And before we end off with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to my new supporters of this channel. My two new YouTube members, Evie James and D. Scott McNamara. Thank you so much for all your support. I am doing this all by myself, but you guys are all the producers of this news show. Thank you. And let's end off with a bit of fun. I thought I would prepare you all for 2025 with this little meme. "Everyone, don't do that, Elon Musk." That? As Elon also reported and wrote, "I can't help it. I just can't." So yes, we have a lot more controversial Elon Musk to be looking forward to in 2025. So now you have been warned. If you can't handle a guy that speaks his mind no matter what, disrupt industries, vote for people you don't like, and don't give a damn about what people think of him, you're probably not suited to follow Elon Musk and his many companies, because he has only just begun and we got a whole new year just around the corner. So happy new year to all of you, and thank you so much for all the views here in 2024. And I hope to see you all on the other side, because that is all we have time for in this last news show of 2024, and hope you enjoyed it all. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help the video out a lot so others can find it on YouTube. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. And if you're already a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for the support. But if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel, or become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out as some extra perks like early access, ad-free versions of my videos, exclusive videos. So hit the members button or check out Patreon to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on X. I post pretty much all the news as it comes out and a lot more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. It
It is also possible to support the show without becoming a member or a patron. There is a donation option down below or on my website bestintesla.com. You can also become an executive producer and get news articles, exclusive videos, behind the scenes, and access to all my research, charts and spreadsheet also on bestintesla.com, or as simple as hitting the super like button. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and Happy New Year and be nice.